Today we're going to finish Genesis chapter 34. We're going to look at the last two verses, verses 30 and 31. And this takes place after the killing of the men of Shechem. In verse 30 it says, "Afterward Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, 'You have ruined me. You've made me stink among all the people of this land, among all the Canaanites and the Perizzites. We are so few that they will join forces and crush us. I will be ruined and my entire house will be wiped out.'" And then in verse 31, "But why should we let our sister be treated like a prostitute?" They retorted angrily. So Jacob here seems to be kind of concerned with himself. There's no concern for righteousness of God. There's no concern for the death. There's no concern for the plunder of innocence. Remember, these women and children were innocent in this. This is kind of old Jacob in action here. And see, that's so easy for us to do. We can let ourselves fall back into old patterns and ways, let ourselves fall back into old thinking patterns and habits. I think Jacob does that here. He kind of goes back to being the deceiver looking out for himself. This is more Jacob and less Israel, as God had changed his name by this point to Israel. So Jacob here, in a lot of ways, brought this trouble on himself. I mean, he raised his boys in a dysfunctional, competitive household where they saw their father be deceitful. They saw him deceive Esau. They saw him desire to possess these good lands for his herds. And his ego had been hurt here. Jacob isn't thinking about the things that had been done to others. He was thinking about his lowered standards or his lowered standing in relation to the people around him. When you look through this, you see the words me, my, and I over and over in Jacob's response. The New American Standard actually has it as 8 times that Jacob uses the phrases me, my, and I. His daughter had been raped. His sons had abused the right of circumcision. They had breached a contract. They had killed people. They had plundered. And then the women and children were taken captive. And that his sons had degraded themselves by doing this. His concerns were more strategic. How will this be viewed by the people around us? There's not a concern for the sin. Now, Simeon and Levi were right that should we just let him treat our sister like a prostitute? They were right about that. But justice wasn't served here. It was vengeance. It was overkill. It was cross the line is not a good enough term. I mean, this is bad stuff. And Jacob, even when he is about to die, he prophesied over each of his 12 sons. And here's what he had to say about Simeon and Levi at the end of his life. This takes place over in Genesis chapter 49, verses 5 through 7. It says, "Simeon and Levi are two of a kind. Their weapons are instruments of violence. May I never join in their meetings. May I never be a party to their plans. For in their anger they murdered men, and they crippled oxen just for sport. A curse on their anger, for it is fierce. A curse on their wrath, for it is cruel. I will scatter them among the descendants of Jacob. I will disperse them throughout Israel." And that became true. Simeon, basically, the tribe of Simeon over time, because of their lack of faithfulness, was eventually dissolved actually into the land of Judah. So Simeon kind of, even later on in the nation of Israel, ceased to exist as an independent tribe. The tribe of Levi, on the other hand, was scattered amongst the people. And they would eventually become the tribe where the priests would come from. Moses and Aaron were Levites. They were part of the tribe of Levi. And because of their faithfulness, they would actually find a blessing there. You know, many generations later, under the leadership of Moses, they rejected the idol worship of the golden calf, and they were faithful. So this tribe was scattered as a blessing, and they would be the home of the priests. So two different things happened to these two tribes, but these men were wrong in what they did. And Jacob, as the leader of the house, did not confront it properly. It's a cautionary tale we find in Genesis 34 of what vengeance and a lack of morals and a lack of leading your family properly can do. See you soon.